Everybody set up your seat for a brief meditation. So sit on a block to get your hips higher than your knees. Just an easy seat, cross-legged. Bring your palms to your thighs. Today, bring your palms up. Let your palms face the ceiling. And take a big breath right here, just to come into this space, to being here on your mat. Breathe in deeply. Sigh it out. Let your eyes close. Turn your attention to your breath and notice the sensations. As you breathe in, you can feel your chest rise, your belly expand. And as you exhale, feel your chest drop, your ribs contract. And keep your attention on your breath, noticing the air coming in and going out. And then shift your attention to your hands. Keep your attention on your hands, the weight and the warmth of your hands as they rest on your thighs. Send your attention to your thumbs, your first finger, your second finger, your middle fingers, your ring fingers, and your baby fingers. Notice the sounds outside the room, but keep your attention on your hands. And if you get caught up in thinking, shift your attention back to your hands. Let your thoughts come up and let them go in the same way that you notice the cars coming and going. And keep your attention on your hands. Shift your attention from your hands back into your body. Notice how your body is feeling today. Scan from the top of your head all the way through your body. Noticing any areas of sensation, of stuckness, of tightness, or softness, of ease. All the way down through your body. Notice your feet pressing into the floor. Bring your hands to heart center, pressing fingers into fingers, palms into palms. Take a big deep breath in right here. Sigh it out. Slowly flutter your eyes open, bring your hands down to your thighs, come back into this space with a soft gaze, and we'll begin our practice. Child's pose. Bring your knees wide. Let your big toes touch the back of your mat. Stretch your fingers out long in front. Press your forehead down into the earth. Ground down your forehead right here into your mat. Get present to the physicality of your practice. And know that at any time during your practice, you can come to child's pose as a reset, to catch your breath, to catch your thoughts, to come back to the physicality of your practice. If we haven't already met, my name is Jennifer. I'm thrilled that you chose to come to your mat today, that you chose to carve out this 60 minutes for you, 75 minutes, this time for you. The number of minutes does not matter. The fact that you chose to come to your mat is what matters. During this practice, I can offer hands-on assists. If you do not want to be assisted or touched for whatever reason, please raise your hand now so that I can see and I will honor that. Thank you. Here in Child's Pose, begin your Ujjayi breath. Your Ujjayi breath is when you breathe in deeply through your nose, and then you slightly constrict the back of your throat to exhale through your nose. It creates an audible sound like the ocean, kind of like Darth Vader. The Ujjayi breath warms you from the inside. It creates your own inner fire. And I've been working with thoughts of transformation. And fire is transformative. When you create your own inner fire here on the mat, you are allowing for your own personal transformation. Take a big deep breath in. Crawl your fingers further out in front of you. Tent your fingers. Lift your elbows up off the mat. Squeeze your forearms into one another. Ground your fingertips into the earth. Breathe in and breathe out. Downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide. Root down through your first finger and thumb knuckle. Actively press the top of the mat away from you as you ground down through your hands and your feet. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Breathe in. Soften your knees. Exhale. And right here in your downward facing dog, begin to hug into your spine line. Hug into the center of your body. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Squeeze your shoulder blades together on your back. Soften your knees. Full breath in. Full breath out. Fingers spread wide, grounding down through the insides of your hands. Walk your feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Take ragdoll pose, feet hips width distance apart. It's about 2 fist widths. Clasp opposite elbows with opposite hands. Let your head be heavy and press your sits bones high towards the sky. Squeeze your outer shins in. Root down through your heels. Full breath in. Full breath out. Catch your hips with your hands. Squeeze your elbows in towards spine line. Create a long spine here, that hugging into the center of your body. Press down through your heels, rise up to stand. Bring your hands to heart center. Set your gaze out to the wall. Set your drishti. We'll begin with 3 ohms. Up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, empty out. Halfway lift, create a long spine. Then step back to high plank and pause. Pull the pit of your belly in and up, fingers spread wide, just like in downward facing dog, hugging into spine line, chin out of your chest. Pull forward, lower halfway down for low plank. Bend your elbows. Drop your knees if you need to. Upward facing dog. Press your toenails into the earth. Lift your heart. Downward facing dog. Send your hips to the sky. 3 breaths right here. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Press the top of the mat away from you. One more big breath right here. Bend your knees low. Look to your thumbs at the top of your mat. Jump, top. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Extended mountain, root down, reach up, reach your fingers high towards the sky. See the ceiling right up above you. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, right back down. Halfway lift, long spine, breath in. Hands to the earth, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, let your heart pull through, shoulder blades come together on your back. Breathe in, thighs lift, knees lift. Downward facing dog, send your hips to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. And send your attention to your hands, fingers rooting into the earth, pressing down through first finger and thumb knuckle. Breath in, bend your knees low. Look to the space between your thumbs, jump there, top of your mat. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Extended mountain, root down through your heels, reach up, rise up, full breath in. Exhale, right back down. Halfway lift, long spine, full breath. Vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, press your toes down. Downward facing dog, send your hips high. 3 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Create that fire of transformation with your breath, with your muscle energy, with the hugging in that you're doing in your physical body. One more big breath. Bring your knees low. Look to your thumbs. Jump. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Bring your big toes to touch. Chair pose. Squeeze inner thighs in. Squeeze ankles in. Squeeze the pit of your belly into your spine. Spin your pinky fingers in towards one another. Imagine you're carrying a beach ball right up in front of you. Now pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Yes. One more big breath. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, breathe in. Vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, press all toes down. Thighs lift, knees lift, press down so much through your toes. Downward facing dog, send your hips to the sky. Full breath in. Full breath out. Step your right foot to your right thumb, warrior one. Back heel plants. Set up your foundation. Sit deep into your front thigh. Press your right knee towards your right pinky toe. Now look back at your back foot. Bring it wider. Bring it closer out to the street. Walk your left foot out to the street. Yeah. Now pull back on your right hip to send your left hip forward. You just gave your hip some space. Pull your belly button in, your bottom ribs in. Look up. See your power between your hands. Take a breath here. Exhale, vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Up dog, full breath in. Down dog, full exhale out. Left side, warrior one, big step, left foot, right foot grounds down. Again, give your hips space. Take your right foot closer to the outer edge of your mat. Pull back on your left hip to send your right hip forward. And as you do that, belly button, bottom ribs, look up between your hands. Take a big breath here. Let that breath go. Lift your heart one more time. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the earth. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breath comes in. Downward facing dog, breath exhales. Breath in. Bend your knees low. Top of your mat, jump. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose, big toes touch, sit deep, squeeze in. Breath in. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, soft elbows. Downward facing dog, send your hips to the sky. Right foot steps forward, one movement, one breath. Step big, take up space, warrior one. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breath comes in. Downward facing dog, hips high. Left foot steps forward, right away. Step into your power. Root down, rise up, breathe in. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Sigh it out. Yeah, breathe in. Make some noise. Lift your right leg strong and straight behind you. Now look back at your toes. Point them straight down towards the ground. Flex your foot. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Come up onto the tippy toes of your left foot and flip your dog. Both feet come down to the earth. Reach your top hand towards the fireplace. See where your fingers are reaching. Yes, stomp down through your heels to lift your heart, lift your hips. Roll over onto your right hand, side plank, right hand center of your mat. Flex your right foot a lot. Press the knife's edge of your right foot into the earth to lift your top hip. See your top hand. Build your fire with your breath, with your determination. Downward facing dog, let it go. Full breath in, full breath out. Lift your left leg strong and straight behind you. Flex your foot. Press out through your hip, pull your toes towards your face. Yes. Press into my hand. Press. Yes. Now bend your knees, stack your hips. Flip your dog. Both feet come down, root down through your heels, lift your hips, lift your heart. See where your fingers are reaching. See what there is to see. Side plank, left hand center of your mat. Roll over and pull in, press down and lift up. Lift your top hip, lift your top foot, fire it up by pressing down, lift up. Big breath. Downward facing dog, let it go. Full breath in. Yeah, make some noise. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right foot steps forward, crescent lunge. Back heel stays high over your tippy toes. High over your tippy toes. Press your left hamstring straight up towards the sky. Squeeze your inner thighs in. Pull your belly button in, your bottom ribs in. Lift your heart, look up. Cactus your arms. Twist to the chakra wall. Squeeze in, twist. Squeeze inner thighs in, twist. Come back to center, reach your fingers high towards the sky, look up. Exhale, vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, empty out. Left foot steps forward, crescent lunge. Big step, take up a lot of space on your mat. A lot of space. Stack back heel really high up and over your tippy toes like you were pressing your heel into a wall. Press your right hamstring up towards the sky. Fire it up. Press into my finger. Reach up. Look up. Now cactus your arms. Twist to the street. Squeeze in. Squeeze in. Keep tracking your right knee towards your right pinky toe. Come back to center. Reach your fingers high towards the sky. Look up. Breathe in. Vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, exhale. So good. Fill up. Make some noise. Breathe in. Bend your knees low. Tiger crouch. Look to your thumbs. Jump. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Big toes touch, chair pose, squeeze in. Sit deep. Bring your hands to your heart center. Chair twist towards the chakra wall. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee and sit your hips lower than your heart. Squeeze into center line and sit low. Lower, lower. Open your wings. Feel your fire, feel your burn, embrace it. You are creating space for something new to happen. Breath in, forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, breathe in, forward fold, empty. Chair pose, squeeze in, sit deep. Bring your hands to heart center. Chair twist towards the street, right elbow to left knee, sit low. Low, low. Open your wings. Step into your fire. Step into your fire. Full breath. Forward fold, empty out. Good work, yogis. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, empty. Halfway lift. Vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, breath comes in. Downward facing dog, exhale. Walk your feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Bring your feet hips width distance apart. Grab your big toes with your two peace fingers. Bring your feet a little closer together and grab your big toes and send your elbows wide. One to the wall, one to the street. Let your head be heavy. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Bring your chest down towards your thighs. Get into the physicality of this pose. Notice what's going on, what's actually happening. You're upside down, you're breathing, you're sweating, you're creating that fire of transformation. Release your big toes. Place your palms all the way underneath your feet. Palms to toes, forward fold. Bring your hands all the way underneath your feet so your toes touch your wrist creases. Yes. And drop your head. Press down through your heels. And then shift your weight into your toes. Breathe in. And let it go. Release, gorilla pose, set up for crow pose. Palms all the way underneath your shoulders. Fingers spread wide. Bring your knees to the backs of your triceps. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Squeeze into center line. Shift your weight forward. Squeeze your toes in towards the center of your mat. Maybe you lift one foot, maybe you lift both feet. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, vinyasa. Move through your upward facing dog, your downward facing dog, and breathe. Everyone meet in downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Let's stick in a sun salutation A right here. Extended mountain, root down through your feet, reach up, look up, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, empty out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in, bend your knees low. Top of your mat, jump. Halfway lift, forward fold. Catch your hips with your hands. Long straight spine, root down to rise up. Set your gaze at a spot that's not moving on the front wall. Set your drishti. Shift your weight into your left foot. Bring your right foot up off the earth and bring your right thigh up and over your left thigh. Squeeze your two legs into one. Bring a generous bend to your left knee, like chair pose. Take the arm wrap, the arm bind of eagle. Right arm comes up and under your left arm. Maybe you clasp palms. Pull your belly button and your bottom ribs in. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders. Now pull your shoulder blades together on your back as you hug in. 5, 4, 3, 2. With control, switch sides. Shift the weight into your right foot. Drishti set. Muscle energy hugging in. Everything pulls in, skin to muscle to bone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to standing. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. Take the strap that's by your mat. We're setting it for dancer pose, rooting down through our left foot. Bring the strap, wrap it loosely around your right ankle. Just wrap it loosely around your right ankle. Send your weight into your left foot. Hug skin to muscle to bone of your left leg. Bend your right knee a lot. Take the strap in both hands back behind your head. Pull your belly button and your bottom ribs in. Squeeze into center. Then press your fist towards the ceiling. Where the ceiling meets the wall. Press your fist towards the ceiling. Kick your foot into the strap. Pull on the strap. Pull into your center. Pull into your source of power where your fire is burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With control, switch sides. Strap goes around your left ankle. Right foot roots into the earth. Drishti is set. You are unmessable with. Fierce determination, fiery gaze, yet soft like air. And kick your toes towards the sky. Send your gaze to the wall. Wake up your left feet. Spread your left toes. Can you bring your left thigh parallel to the earth? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With control, release. Set the strap off to the side of your mat. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Bring your brick to the top of your mat. Set it like underneath where your right hand would go if you bent over. On the tall side. Let it be high. Bring your left knee into your chest. Root down through the sole of your right foot. Hug your left knee into your chest. Left hand to left knee. Right hand to right hip. Open your left leg out to the side. Stand tall. Come back to center. Reach both fingers high towards the sky. Both hands reach up, pull in. Airplane pose. Kick your left leg back strong behind you. Flex your back foot. Drop your left hip 4 inches. Bring your hands to heart center. Right hand comes down to that brick on the high setting. Half moon. Stomp down through your standing leg. Lift your left foot. Lift your left leg towards the sky. Look up. See your top hand. Take a breath here. Lift your back foot 2 inches higher. Slowly join both feet on the earth and come to stand. Now place the block under your left hand so it's there for you for half moon. Bring your right knee into your chest. Send your weight into your left foot, right knee into your chest. Open your right leg out to the chakra wall, pulling into center. Come back to center. Reach your arms straight up towards the sky. Airplane pose. Kick your right leg back behind you. Arms come back by your sides. Palms face the earth. Chin out of your chest. Drop your right hip. Hands to heart center. Half moon. Left hand down to the brick. Stack your hips. Send your gaze up towards your top hand. Flex your back foot. Wake it up. Yes. Toes pull towards your face. One more big breath. Lift your foot 2 inches higher. And then with control, lower both feet down to the earth. And come to stand. And set the brick off to the side. Tree pose. Right foot roots into the earth. Left foot press it into your ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Press your foot into your leg into your foot. Pull your belly button in, your bottom ribs in, hands at heart center. Then spread your branches towards the sky. Look up. Can you see the ceiling right up above you? Pressing into center, lift your heart towards the sky. Bring your hands back to heart center. Join both feet on the earth. And then switch sides. And with clear intention, tree pose, opposite side. Pulling into center. Belly button pulls in, bottom rib pulls in. Lift energy from your standing leg, from the foot all the way up to the crown of your head. Spread your branches when you're ready. Send your gaze up towards the sky. Pull your shoulder blades in, look up. Lean back, look up, lean back. Bring your hands to heart center. Join both feet on the earth. Take a breath in. Let it go. Extended mountain. Inhale, look up, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, breathe in. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, breath in, breath in, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out, breath out, breath out. Right foot steps forward, warrior one, big step, root down, reach up, rise up. Open up to warrior two. Our first open warrior two. Stack front knee over front ankle. Press your right knee towards your right pinky toe. Sit deep into your front thigh. Gaze over your front middle finger. Stack shoulders over hips. Keep bending deep into your front thigh. Flip your front palm, reach up, reverse, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Extended side angle. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh or your fingers to the earth inside your right ankle. Or maybe you place your hand on a block. Press down through the left pinky toe edge of your foot. Stack knee over ankle, bend deep into that front thigh. Take a big breath. Let that breath go. Come back up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, fill up. Downward facing dog, empty out. Left foot steps forward, warrior one, big step. Root down, reach up, rise up. Open up to warrior two, exhale. Flip your front palm, reverse, breathe in. Extended side angle, left side. Forearm to thigh or fingers to earth. Stack front knee over front ankle. Press your left knee towards your left pinky toe. Big breath in. Big breath out. Come back up to warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse, breathe in. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Shift your weight forward into a high plank. Lower halfway down for low plank. Press the earth away, right away, high plank. Lower down, low. Press it away, back to high. Down to low. One more. Lower down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands back by your sides, palms facing the earth. Put one ear on your mat. Pick an ear. Breathe. Sneaky push-ups. We're preparing to lift up with the strength of our back body right here. We're preparing for locust pose. Step 1, press your pubic bone into the earth. Ground down. Step 2, on your next breath in, fly, hands, heart, feet, rise up, fly high. Stay here. Let your breath go. Rise 2 inches higher, breathe in. Stay here, let your breath go. One more, breathe in, rise high. Lower all the way down, place your other ear on the mat. Big breath in. Big breath out. Palms face the earth. Locust pose, second set. Zip in, rise up. Stay here, let your breath go. Breathe in, get 2 inches higher. Stay, let your breath go. Last one, breathe in, squeeze in, lower all the way down. Big breath in. Big breath out. Floor bow, bend your knees, grab your feet, grab your ankles.
On the outside?
And once you've got the grip, flex your feet. Squeeze your knees in towards the center of your mat. Kick your feet into your hands. Pull back on your feet with your hands. Rise up. Flex your feet. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down with control. Big breath in. Big breath out. Floor bow, second set. Grab your feet, grab your ankles. Squeeze into me. Squeeze, squeeze. Flex your feet. Now rise up. Kick your feet into your hands. Rise your chest up off. Squeeze in. Yes. Flex your feet. Squeeze. 5. Squeeze in. Yes. 4. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze. 3, 2, 1. Release. Windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Take a breath in. Let it go. Extend your legs back behind you long. Press your toenails into the earth. Bring your palms to your mat, down by your bottom ribs. So stack your elbows over your wrists, but bring your hands wide. Pinky fingers should touch the outside of your mat for this one. Press down through the tops of your feet so much that your thighs lift and your knees lift up off the earth. Press it down through the tops of your feet. Lift your thighs, lift your knees. Now straighten your arms. Press down so much through the, yes. Thighs lift, knees lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Good work. Good work, so good. So good. Come down to your knees and set up for camel pose. Camel pose. Hips are stacked over knees. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Pull your belly button and your bottom ribs in. Bring your hands to the small of your back. Walk your shoulder blades together. Pull into center line. Squeeze in. Press your hips towards the fireplace. Lift your heart towards the sky. Look up. Lean back. Maybe you grab one heel. Maybe you reach for the other. Then press your hips to the front of the room. Lift your heart to the sky. Soften your throat, soften your forehead, your eyebrows. 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly come out of camel, untuck your toes, sit back on your heels. Take a breath in, let it go. And then camel, second set. Toes can be tucked or untucked, bless you. Pull into center. Keep stoking your inner fire here, even here in camel. Stoke your fire by softening. Give it some air. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come out of camel, sit back, take a breath in. Let it go. Bring your legs all the way out in front. Come to lie on your back and set up for bridge pose. Bridge pose, your knees are bent, feet are firmly planted into the earth. Knees and feet hips width distance apart. Step 1, can you touch the backs of your heels with your middle fingers? But bring your feet and knees hips width distance. Grab the brick. Everybody grab the brick and squeeze the brick in between your thighs on the skinny width. Skinny width. And that will help with the hips width distance. If you know bridge pose, come right into it. You can stay here in bridge pose, lift your hips high towards the sky. You can stay right here, or you can clasp your hands at the small of your back, walk your shoulders underneath you, and press your fists down into the earth. Press your fist into the earth, lift your hips high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With control, lower down. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Then bridge number 2 or full wheel. If wheel is in your practice, go for it. Bring your hands to either sides of your ears. Place them onto the mat. Rise up, bridge or wheel. Come into your pose. It's your Saturday. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down with control. Breath in. Breath out. And then again, rise up, bridge or wheel. What's calling to you? Rise up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With control, lower down. Breath in. Breath out. Then last one right here, bridge or wheel. Your biggest, boldest bridge, your biggest, boldest wheel right here, right now. Rise up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Control. Take Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees spread wide. Feet press into your feet. Let your knees be gravity. Let gravity, yeah. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And touch in. Feel the energy flowing right there underneath your fingertips, your breath, your heartbeat, the sweat running through your hair. That's all you. It's all you. It's your magic. It's your power. It's the power of transformation right there underneath your fingertips. And we transform not by adding on, we transform by getting rid of things that no longer serve us, limiting thoughts, limiting beliefs. By shedding, we transform. Taking a full body stretch. Reach your fingers, point your toes, flex your feet, get big, take up space. Bring both legs high up towards the sky. We'll make it quick. Flex your feet. Place your palms on the earth, so arms down by your hips. Yeah, palms flat on the ground. Lower your right leg down to 2 inches up off the earth. And then lift your shoulders, pulse towards your left toes. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulders down, legs up. Lower your left leg down and switch sides. Lift your shoulders up off the mat. Pulse to your right pinky toe. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Breath in, breath out. Then stack your knees over your hips like you're sitting in a chair, but there's no chair there. So stack your knees over your hips, shins parallel with the sky, flex your feet. Press your palms into your thighs. Press your palms into your thighs. Yes, now press your thighs into your hands. Flex your feet. Find the resistance, create the resistance. Pull your belly button to your spine. You feel it? You've got it? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a hug. Take a breath in. Let it go. Another breath. Let that one go. Take a hold of the backs of your knees. Rock and roll up and down your spine. Make your way to downward facing dog. However you get there, however many steps it takes, downward facing dog. Extend your right leg high towards the sky. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Then half pigeon. Bring your right knee to the back of your right wrist. Your right ankle behind your left wrist. Let your shin drape across the top of your mat. Extend your left leg out long behind you. And when you're ready, crawl your fingers forward, bring your forehead down to the earth. Come into sleeping pigeon. And look for where you can soften. Gravity's working with you in this pose, so look for where you can soften. Your body's first response is to clench, is to resist, is to tighten. Send signals of relaxation through your body by thinking about softening, noticing where you are tight and resisting, and thinking about softening. You have the power to change your thoughts. You have the power to change how you react to certain stimuli. And look for opportunities where you can react in ways that help you transform. Curl your fingertips back up onto your mat. Tuck your left toes. Fire up your left leg. Kick your right leg back. Three-legged dog with your right leg high. Take some hip circles, take some knee circles, and then come into downward facing dog. Extend your left leg back behind you, strong and straight. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Half pigeon, left knee to left wrist. Shin drapes across the top of your mat. Right leg comes out long, back behind. And when you're ready, soften into this hip opener on the left side of your body. a long spine. Walk your fingers out long in front of you now that you've been here for a moment. Tuck your right toes onto your mat. Fire up your right leg. Kick your left leg back, three-legged dog, strong and straight. Bend your knees, stack your hips. And then come down to your knees and set up for double pigeon at the top of your mat. So clear the flesh away from your sits bones. Let your left shin be on the bottom, right shin is on top. Stack your shins like fire logs. Maybe you take a brick under a knee, maybe under both knees. Whatever is necessary so that you can sit tall. Flex both feet strong. Work to bring your right ankle just to the outside of your left knee. And then switch sides, bring your right shin to the bottom, left shin on top. Extend both legs long out in front. Press your heels into the earth and then pull your heels back in towards your body so your knees bend. Engage your legs. Yeah, like you drag the mat towards you with your heels. Reach your fingers high towards the sky. Look up. Exhale, forward fold. Reach your fingers to your toes. Maybe you just pull the earth towards you to create that long spine, chin out of your chest. Come back up to seated. Bring your hands back by your hips. Bend both knees. Reverse tabletop. Press your hips up towards the sky. Let your head lean back. Look up. Press your hips up. Your shoulders, pull them together on your back. Shoulder blades. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down to a seated position and then set up for an inversion practice of your choice. Maybe you do waterfall pose with your brick underneath your tailbone, legs up towards the sky. If you have a headstand practice, you can start it at the back of your mat or drag a mat to the wall. Yep. Yep. And wherever you are, flex your feet. Press up through your heels. Just like you do in mountain pose, in Tadasana. Create the same shape, the same feeling when you're upside down. Belly button pulls in, bottom ribs pull in. And headstanders take child's pose for as long as you are upside down to balance out. And everyone else, slowly make your way down to your mat. Taking a full body stretch. Reach your fingers, point your toes, flex your feet. And then take your strap and loop it around the toe ball mound of your right foot. Kick your foot up towards the sky. Take the strap in your left hand and guide your right toes. Aim them towards your left shoulder. Toes face 11 o'clock on a clock face on the ceiling. And as you do that, press up through your heel. Kick into the strap, pull back on the strap, kick into, yes, flexed foot. Should feel this in your outer IT band. Breathe. 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 Let your right leg come all the way across your body. Kick into the strap, pull back on the strap. Bring your right thumb to your right hip crease. Give yourself a little self-assist, press down towards the bottom of your mat, like press down towards the fireplace to elongate your right side body. Come back to center. Take the strap in your right hand and open up your leg to the right. Yeah. Yeah. Keep flexing your foot. Take your left hand to your left hip, like where your coin pocket would be on your jeans, and press your hip into the earth. And come back to center. Bring both legs towards the sky and switch the strap to your left foot. Extend your right leg long. Take the strap in your right hand and guide your left toes up towards your right shoulder. Press into the strap. Aim your toes towards 1 o'clock on the clock dial. Yeah. Kick into the strap, kick into my hand, and at the same time guide your toes towards your right shoulder. Yeah. Press in. Press. 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 Let your right leg come all the way across your body. Kick your foot towards the chakra wall. Still pressing out through your flexed foot, the heel of your left leg. Bring your left thumb to your left hip crease and then press Press your thumb and your hip away to create length in your side body. And come back to center. Take the strap in your left hand and let your leg open towards the street. Kick your foot. Resist. With the strap, resist, kick. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Press your right hip into the earth. And come back to center. Extend both legs high. Remove the strap. And then take in a full body stretch. Another wonderful full body stretch. Get big, take up space. Take a final happy baby. Bend your knees. Grab the outsides of your feet with your hands. Now kick your feet towards the sky like you could stamp your feet on the ceiling. Bend your knees a lot. Press your tailbone into the earth. Ground your tailbone down. Ground the back of your head down. And breathe. 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 Release your happy baby. Extend your legs long on the mat. Find the corner of the mat with your heels or take your feet even wider. Bring your arms down by your sides, palms up towards the sky to receive. Let your eyes close. Let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth. And allow your practice to transform from control, from intention, from strength to ease, to the undoing, no doing. There's nothing that needs changing. There's nothing that needs fixing. Simply be here in your body with your breath. And notice the sounds of the cars. And notice your thoughts like the sounds of the cars, ever present, always moving, always changing. And simply observe. Take in a huge breath. Sip some more when you get to the top. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, make a face, make some noise. Again, breathe in. Lion's breath out. Gently bend your knees and roll to your favorite side and cradle your head in your arms. Use your bottom arm as a pillow. And savor this fetal position that you are in. And observe that you are transformed. We began in child's pose. We moved through all of the asana poses, ending in corpse pose. You are now in a fetal position, ready to be born into you again. And with that, make a list of 3 things that you are grateful for right here, right now. Say something kind to yourself. And then call to mind the face of someone you love. Slowly press yourself up to seated at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center and sit tall, eyes closed. And press your thumb into your breastbone. And touch in. Thank you for coming to your mat. Thank you for making time for yourself. Thank you for taking this journey into power with me. We'll close with 3 ohms. Bring your thumb tips to the space between your eyebrows. And again, touch in. Together we bow and say namaste. Namaste. Give yourself a hand.